Welcome back, everyone. Joining us now is Reggie Sutton from Training from the Ground Up. How are you today, Reggie?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for joining us on Contra Valley Live.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Now, you know what? We're going to stick with the Valentine's Day theme here on Contra Valley Live, and we've got some stuff that we got to talk about. You know, love is in the air this time of year. Let's talk more about that.
Yeah, so when I was brought to Training from the Ground Up, actually somewhere around this time last year, I was led by a church member, and the first thing when I walked into the place, and it was just, everybody was so friendly. It wasn't really just like a place to go and work out. It was, everybody knew each other, they were laughing, talking, but also getting stronger at the same time. Just, you know, I felt the love immediately when I got there. And so it's something really special about that gym that's more than just about strength and conditioning. And yeah, that's what we do, but we also applied love there as well, because you know, every client has their story as to maybe why they weren't working out, whether, you know, insecurity, you know, just injuries or stuff like that. And once you start building that deep connection with them, you start being more than just a personal trainer to them. You know, you start, you know, loving on them and just being there. Just if they don't make it for that workout, just send them a text. Hey, how are you doing? Is everything okay? You know what I mean? Just to know that we're there for them more than just being a coach. You know what I mean? Have
you gotten good feedback from the members there at the gym, talking about, you know, how they feel welcomed and loved by the trainers?
Yes. Just like I said, everybody there probably just about knows each other. And, you know, if you were to probably interview some of the clients, they would tell you the same thing, because we work out basically in groups. We do offer somewhat of a personal one-on-one training, but most of the time it's up to about 6 people in a group. And, you know, everybody there knows each other. So I really won't go, if somebody there is new, I won't let them just work out without, hey, this is so-and-so, and introduce yourself to them, and hey, this is them, this is her, this is that, and you know what I mean? And, you know, they all welcome them and say, oh, you're gonna love it, and you know, they'll tell them their story of where they started, and then, you know, instead of us really trying to sell it, I mean, the client's results and their character and their love sells it for itself. Be honest, we're just there to help and coach them. And
that's part of the key, one of the keys to succeeding when you have a workout goal. Now, let's also talk about, you know, you're talking about people in love. Let's talk about whenever someone is working out, how does their partner play into the picture?
Oh, that's a really good question. So usually when the people work out, they work out at a certain time together. So they see them every day or every time that they work out. And, you know, when it comes to something that's really hard that they're having to do, whether it's, you know, pushing to go for that last rep or so, they got people there are pushing them and saying, go get it, you got it, keep going, keep going. It's not just us, you know, they help push each other. And sometimes if you see your partner pick up a 35-pound weight, they start, yeah, I can do that too, you know what I mean? So it kind of helps them motivate them as well, working out with a partner. And as long as they're encouraging each other and just having fun at the same time, you know, it makes our jobs a lot easier, to be honest with you.
Absolutely. Once again, everyone, love is in the air, and if you're looking for love training from the ground up, has that with all of the other members at the gym and the trainers as well. They are located at 5973 Knickerbocker Road. If you want more information, you can email that email address on your screen, tfgucoach@gmail.com, or give them a call at 325-656-0096. And real quickly, we're talking about Valentine's Day. People are going to get a lot of candy this week.
Yes, ma'am. Ooh, that's tough. So, I mean, I'm always one that says, look, you know, depending on how you are discipline-wise, you know, if you want a little small piece of candy, you know, go for it. Now, we do have some people who are doing a 6-week challenge, so I probably tell them to change that out for some celery or something. You know what I mean? But yeah, if you know, have some candy and someone gives it to you, portion size, you know, a small bite or one little piece, not going to hurt anything. Now, if you eat the whole thing, you might have a slight setback.
Just keep in mind what your goals are and how you're going to achieve them.
Yes,
well, Reggie, thank you so much for joining us once again on Contra Valley Live.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Absolutely.